David Benoit, Deal Journal blogger. You're here with us because we are starting off with Avon, the Avon ladies in play. Let's talk about this. A $10 billion offer for Avon, which they categorically rejected. They said absolutely not.
Yep. So this is from Coty Inc., which is, you may or may not know them. They are a fragrance maker. Well, so if you're buying your Calvin Klein or your Beyonce, I'm not quite sure what you wear, Paul. But,
I go for the Beyonce.
Yeah, some Adidas deodorant too, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's more your spirit. That's Beyonce. So anyhow, they're a fragrance maker.
Yes.
They're sort of the company behind it. They, all the brands made a big offer for Avon.
So yeah, they came in. They made they tried to talk to Avon. They came out publicly this morning and said Avon's not budging, but we want to buy them for about $10 billion.
Right, and they've been trying to buy Avon for a while. I mean, Avon. Look, we all know Avon's been having a lot of problems with their business model. Their CEO stepped down a few months ago.
CEO's still there. They're looking for a new one.
Right. They're looking for a new one. A lot of problems with this company. Coty's been coming in, trying to do it behind the scenes. Now they're out in the open.
Yeah, so they're out in the open, and as you said, Avon kind of came out very quickly and said, this is an unsubstantiated offer.
Right.
And kind of said they're trying to use our problems right now to get a free look at our books, to figure out what they can get us for. And Coty actually said they don't want to go hostile, so it's kind of unclear what the next step will be. Certainly,
it's interesting though. This offer that they're making now, or the one they've gone public with, is higher than the one they first went to Avon with. But they say it's fully valued at its current level.
Yeah.
If only they could look at the books. If someone could convince them that Avon's worth more, they might consider paying more. So do you think that might be the entry point to a discussion with Avon?
Yeah, I would assume that this move is kind of what we like to call a bear hug. They've come in.
Right.
They're going to get some investors who already are not very happy with Avon and the way things are going. This CEO search is taking a long time, and she's staying on in kind of a weird executive chairman role.
Yeah.
So it seems like Coty's play here is let's get people to pressure for us. We'll get in.
There's a lot of room between here and a hostile offer for them to come up with a deal. And you see the stock is up almost 20% this morning. So some of those investors are obviously voting.
It's above the offer price.
Voting with their
It seems
keyboards.
like an awfully unusual situation to have a CEO in this state of limbo, and Avon not knowing what their next leadership's going to look like to be engaged in a discussion like this.
It's true. I think it raises a lot of questions about what Avon's got going on there with corporate governance-wise. I mean.
Well, and also, what is? Forgive me for being ignorant about women's fashion. I mean, what is Avon? What is their business model still? I mean, do they really still literally send people door to door to sell Avon products? I know they have a huge name, but is the problem? Are the problems they are having reflective of just a broken business model?
Sure. Coty said they find that attractive, right? The door to door bit.
Yeah, Coty wants. They've kind of been making a lot of acquisitions over the last few years, and they think that. Fragrances aren't enough for a company to really live off of, it seems like. But they feel like the products Avon has in makeup and beauty products, in combining that sales force with their fragrances could be a big...
Well, one thing David wrote about is that Coty's been pretty acquisitive, right? But all those deals, or most of those deals, have been less than $1 billion.
Yeah, right around $1 billion or under.
Far larger than anything else they've done.
This would be a big deal.
So,
all right. I don't think this one's over. By a long shot. Avon says no, but obviously I think this is going to keep going, which means you will probably be back on this show. If not this deal, some other deal, certainly.
Sounds good.
Because you are the Deal Journal blogger. All right, Dave, thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you soon.